Hi, this is John, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to navigate and utilize Toggl. So open your browser and in the address bar up here, simply type in toggl.com. That's Toggl without an E. Then, once you reach this page, on the upper right, click Login. Now enter your credentials, and we should have made an account for you. Then click Login. Now you should arrive in this dashboard. This is your timer screen. First, we need to set up your students. So in Toggl, your students will be considered as projects. So on the left side here, click Projects. And for example, we have Dr. Candice Venneberg as one of your students. So how do we create a new student? Click on the upper right, New Project. Then type in the student's name. Let's say Dr. Atusa Safavi. Then click here at the bottom, Create Project. Now that you have two students, let's show you how to track time. On the left side, click Timer. On this folder icon over here, click it and select which student you want to work with. Let's say you want to work with Dr. Atusa. And then on the What are you working on section over here, you need to type in the name of the patient that you and your student will work on. Let's say, for example, Dr. Atusa wants to work with you on a patient named John Doe. So simply type in John Doe. And then on the right side, click the play button to start tracking time. Now, you are tracking the time you are spending working on John Doe with Dr. Atusa. If you want to switch patient, simply click the stop button over here, folder icon, click your student again, and then type in your new patient, Jane Doe, and then click the play button again. So that's the simple routine of tracking students and their patients and your work with them. Now, you can't really see it properly here because it's in seconds, but rest assured that if you click List View, you can view all the activities that have happened. Go back to calendar and let's do one last example. Let's choose Dr. Candice Venneberg. And let's say you're working on a patient named Bob Smith. And now you're working on a patient named Bob Smith with Dr. Candice. Stop that and click List View. And as you can see, you've worked with John Doe, then Jane Doe, then Bob Smith. Now let's say you forgot to turn on your timer for a session. What you do is you click on the column of the specific day, let's say Saturday. Click on the column, choose using the folder icon which student you want to work with or that you worked with. Say you worked with Dr. Candice. And then type in your student's name. Let's say James Smith. Then type in the time span wherein you had the session. So let's say 1 p.m. until 3 p.m. Then click Add. And now you should have a time block referring to the session that you had. So now let's talk about making reports. How do you make a report? Well, for the example we're going to perform, first, let's create one more time block here. Let's say you worked with Dr. Atusa 1 until 2 p.m. on Sunday. Now, on the left side, go to Reports. If this screen happens, simply click Refresh. And now you should be on the report screen. On the upper left, you can select which time span you want to work with. For example, you only want to get a report for Saturday and Sunday. So click Saturday, then Sunday, which was already selected, then click outside. You should now have only the events that have transpired on Saturday and Sunday. And here on the right side, you can see the project distribution, which is how long have you worked with each of your students and what percentage it translates to. Now, if you want to export this report, on the upper right side, simply click Export, then PDF. You should now have your report that is readable for Saturday and Sunday. Now, what if you just want a report on a specific student? Click here, Project, then click the checkbox for the specific student you want a report on, say Dr. Candice, Add, and now you can only see Saturday and Sunday's report, but only referring to Dr. Candice's hours. So you didn't work with her on Sunday, but you did work with her on Saturday. So now you can export this, and that is your progress report for Saturday and Sunday with Dr. Candice. Lastly, let's talk about how you can get a detailed report, or rather an hourly report, on just the patients. You can do that by going to Detailed over here, right next to Summary, and then you want to remove this, and then as you can see, Dr. Atusa must have been a mistake, but Dr. Atusa must have worked with, let's say, John Doe. Forgot to add that there, but now we should have a list of patients you worked with for the time span, Saturday to Sunday, and then click Export and PDF. Make sure you are on the detailed screen for this. And now you can see that you've worked with John Doe and James Smith for Saturday and Sunday. John Doe has a duration of 1 hour, and James Smith has a duration of 2 hours. And that should be all. Thank you.